let's talk about failure. So in this year, I think I've been making so many failures. Not maybe I shouldn't say so many, but few critical failures in my life. And I think the reason why I pick up the failure is if you start living in Japan or maybe you work there, Japan has a very negative about failure. I think it's probably very opposite to the perception of failure in other countries like United States, I guess. As I've never lived in the States, so I'm not sure, but based on the things I heard before, like the people, companies are very open to the failure. They share their failures and they think the failure is the best assets people can have in their life because experience is everything. And without failure, you can't get success. That kind of thought. On the other hand, in Japanese, it's very negative. People think the failure is very negative things. This is partly because I think how Japanese society is structured. So it's basically the people moving up the ladder, which has already built, and once they make a failure, it has a huge negative impact on which they can move up. Like if they fail, like entering into the good university, it means it makes that person more difficult to get offer from the like good top companies in general. And if you make failure along the way of your career, it makes that person to promote to the next level and get this like good career path in the future. And in this year, I think, yeah, I made so many failures, and then actually it's a little bit tough year for me, but how should I say? I always think, not always, sorry. I think recently I started thinking that failure is really great opportunity for me and for people to open up the new world, right? If I stick to the like traditional mindset, which I pursue as a success previously, and I failed it, and then I was able to, and people will be able to notice, oh, that's traditional like path they dreamed about, they dreamed of. It's actually not so great, or it's not the only path that they want to pursue. So yes, I'm still afraid of making failure because at the moment I'm making like new challenge. I'm trying to make some accomplishment. Obviously, I'm truly thinking that's the best way for me, and then that's the things I want to do in my life. And right, and then if I cannot imagine to fail it. However, after making the failure, that's the point where I am right now. I very appreciate this like current downtime for me, and I'm thinking about I'm able to think about what's next for me. And then once I start think about what's next for me, actually there are so many like opportunities I can explore, I believe. And then I believe I think this failure will make the better will make my better future in the long term. I'm not sure at this point, but yeah. The point of this video is again, once you start living in Japan, once you start working in Japan, people may not, or maybe you will be more depressed because of the reactions from other people to your failure, right? Especially maybe people start talking about your failure. They are actually when you're not there, and maybe people point their finger to you and then saying, "Oh, this person make failure." Sorry, my wife is using bathroom. So I'm kind of very much distracted to record this video. But yeah, and maybe I think the people seem to be very happy because of your failure. The reason is that most of the people are currently in Japan not so happy about their situation, and then like small pleasure, or maybe the only like things they can enjoy could be the failure made by other person, and then pointing the finger and saying something, "Oh, this person failed, and that's why I was right not to challenge, try to do the new things," kind of like that. Yeah, so maybe it might be very helpful for you to keep this in your mind, and especially when if you can get this idea when you made a failure. But I truly think your failure builds your better future, and I'm also really looking forward to my next steps after this year, hopefully within this year. And let me give you some updates if I get good news. Thank you. That's about it today. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and have a nice day, and see you soon again. Bye bye.